Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Study Junction, and in this video we are going to discuss some of the important questions of class 9 physics chapter motion. And let's start with the discussion. So first of all, we are going to pay focus on some of the long answer type questions. So draw a distance time graph for a body at rest in uniform motion, in non-uniform motion, discuss their interpretation. So distance time graph and velocity time graph, or you can say a speed time graph, very important. So you should be able to recognize them too and draw them too. So this is important for 5 marks. In the last term it might not be asked, but if you are in the first term of the of class 9, then these type of questions are generally asked. But in final exams, basically the equation questions would be asked to you. So next is write the 3 equations of uniformly accelerated motion. So next we have the graphs of the equations of motion. So you should be very clear with all the 3 equations and their graphs, how derivation basically. So how the derivation of the 3 equations of motion are very important. Then uniform circular motion, you should be very clear with the definition and its examples. So in 5 marks these graph type questions are important only. Now let's see what are some of the important 3 marks questions. So in the 3 marks you would be asked basically the difference between distance and displacement, or you can be asked a difference between speed and velocity, their SI units. So you should be very clear with all these stuff. Then all are the derivations or the establishment of relationships of the 3 equations of the motion, and definition of uniform motion, non-uniform motion with their examples. So by this time should be very clear with all these things. So moving on towards the 2 marks important question. So all these questions which you are seeing except the second question, locomotion, not asked generally. So these are some of the numericals that can be asked. So the numericals which are mentioned in the NCERT book itself are the important numericals. You are not supposed to do any extra numericals. You can do for practice, but in the exams basically NCERT would be referred for those numericals. So revise them properly. Other than that, there are not any important specific 2 marks important questions. So basically everything that is for mentioned in the NCERT text in the back exercise, this chapter is considered from there only, not to go for extra reference books. You can read once these notes or important questions which I am telling you. Otherwise prefer a motion chapter from the NCERT book. You can have a reading of all these questions once. These are short questions, 1 mark important questions. None of this can be asked basically, but 6th question is important and 7th question is important. So 6th and 7th you can do, otherwise all are very simple, pretty basic questions now. So yeah, these were all the important questions from this motion chapter. Basically you have to revise the definitions and the equation type questions from this chapter. Otherwise nothing is too much important. Numericals you can refer to the NCERT book only. You can see the examples which are already given. Nothing extra would be asked from the NCERT from the extra reference book. So refer this chapter from NCERT, and I hope you all liked this video, and if you did like, then hit that like button and also the subscribe button. I would see you all in the next video. Till then, bye.